join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call this meeting to order at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Michael Cashman.
Present.
Thomas Wood is absent. Charles Costick.
Here.
Dana Isabella.
Here.
Daniel Bosley.
Here.
James Coffey.
Here.
And Katie Colucci. That's me, I'm present.
Resolution 31, accept the minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of January 2nd, 2025 be accepted and the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, Isabella, is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Is there anyone seeking public comment this evening? Seeing none, we advance to resolution 32, the abstract.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims number 1B-2025 for 2024, the amount of $300,285.90, abstract 1B-2025, prepays for 2024 in the amount of $172,737.60, and number 1B-2025 for 2025 in the amount of $174,732.28. Abstract 1B-2025 prepays for 2025 in the amount of $333,933.27. Be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Resolution 33, replacement of 2 existing fuel dispensers.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh issued a request for proposals, labor, and materials to replace 2 existing fuel dispensers, upgrade fuel delivery components, and upgrade fuel management system located at 151 Banker Road in Plattsburgh, New York, 12901 on November 7th of 2024. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh received 1 sealed bid from a qualified firm in New York State to provide these professional services in connection with the needs of the town, and whereas it was determined that the proposal provided by RM, Dalrymple
Yep.
Company, Inc. was of high quality and reasonable in the scope and cost of services provided, that it is in the best interest of the town and the public to hire said company. Now therefore be it resolved that the town of Plattsburgh Town Board, upon approval and recommendation of the town attorney, does hereby accept the proposal as submitted by RM Dalrymple Company, Inc. of 15 Grace Moore Road, Saratoga Springs, New York, 12866. It is further resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to sign any and all documents associated with this project, which includes replacing existing fuel dispensers, fuel lines, sumps, and monitoring system. Total cost is not to exceed $161,393.20. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager and the superintendent of buildings and grounds.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion?
I'd just say this is one of those top priority items that we want to get done. It needs to be done.
Anyone else? All those in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution 34, Regal Cinema.
Whereas to comply with the town of Plattsburgh codes and zoning laws, Regal Cinemas has applied for a license to conduct and operate a cinema known as Regal Cinemas, located in Champlain Center North in the town of Plattsburgh. And whereas said application was applied for and received with a license fee of $500, and whereas the codes department has completed their inspection and has found Regal Cinemas to be in compliance with all local laws in New York State regulations and codes, therefore be it resolved to receive and place on file an application for a license to conduct and operate Regal Cinemas. It is further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized to issue said license for the period from January 1st of 2025 through December 31st of 2025.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Bosley, is there a second?
Second.
Costick, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Resolution 35, Professional Planning and Codes Consulting Services Award.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh issued a request for proposals from qualified registered engineering firms in New York State to provide professional engineering, consulting, and related services for the planning and community development and codes departments on October 17th of 2024. And whereas the town of Plattsburgh did receive proposals from qualified registered engineering and consulting firms in New York State to provide professional planning, codes, and consulting services in connection with the needs of the planning and codes departments on an as-needed basis. And whereas it was determined that most of the proposals were of high quality and comparable in the scope and cost of services provided, through several aligned best with the needs of the town. And whereas it has been determined that it is in the best interest of the planning and community development and codes departments and the public to have multiple qualified consultants available, specializing in distinct service areas to utilize on an And whereas the Birch Group located at 4 Computer Drive in Albany, Labella Associates and Associates located at 20 Elm Street in Glens Falls, AES Northeast located at 74 South Platt Street in Plattsburgh, AEDA located at 1246 State Route 3 in Plattsburgh, and Behem Planning and Design located at 112 Spring Street in Saratoga Springs, Suzo Doty and Associates located at 4607 Lakeshore Drive in Bolton Landing, and CRRC Consultants located at 1485 Mecklenburg Road in Ithaca have provided proposals of high quality and comparable in the scope and cost of services provided. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board, upon approval and recommendation of the Town Attorney, does hereby accept the proposals as submitted by the Birch Group, Labella Associates, AES Northeast, AEDA, Behem Planning and Design, Suzo Doty and Associates, CRRC Consultants, for a 2-year term. And it is further resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to execute the agreements for said professional planning, code, and consulting services. Be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager, planning department head, and code enforcement officer.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
Second.
Mastick, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 36, annual examination of the town fiscal records and by audit committee.
Whereas the town board is responsible for the general management and control of the town finances, an important aspect of this responsibility is to provide a process to monitor and review on a routine basis the work performed by those who manage money as part of their town duties. And whereas to improve accountability and controls over finances and records, the Town of Plattsburgh Auditing Committee and Finance Manager have reviewed the 2024 records of the town clerk, town justices, recreation, and town tax receiver as per regulation. And whereas the town clerks, town justices, recreation, and town tax receivers records were provided to the full board for their review. And whereas a review of the town records has been prepared and is presented to the town board for their review and approval. Now therefore be it resolved that the annual audit as prepared and submitted by the Town of Plattsburgh Auditing Committee be accepted and placed on file as per regulation.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Bosley, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Resolution 37, request to attend the 2025 New York State Economic Development Conference.
Whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Planning and Community Development Department staff are required to maintain professional training and development, and whereas it is in the best interest of the Town Planning and Community Development Department to update technical knowledge and new regulation information regarding comprehensive planning, economic development, zoning, complete streets, solar energy, case law, subdivision, and site plan reviews. Now therefore be it resolved that Trevor Cole and Jessica Kogut be allowed to attend the 2025 New York State Economic Development Conference on February 11th through the 12th of 2025 in Albany, New York. It is further resolved that $468.12 for lodging, $72 for meals, and $790 for registration be charged to the Planning and Community Development Budget, account number as stated here. It is further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the Finance Manager and the Planning and Community Development Department head.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
Second.
Mastick, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Resolution 38, JCO Service Agreement.
Whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board is in receipt of the 2023-24 annual agreement between the Town of Plattsburgh and the Joint Council for Economic Opportunity of Plattsburgh and Clayton County, which states the services and financial assistance rendered by both parties for the operation of the Community Outreach Program in the Town of Plattsburgh, period commencing December 1st of 2024 and ending November 30th of 2025. And whereas the town board has given consideration to the request of $22,600 for the contribution for the outreach program and hereby does authorize the supervisor to sign and execute said agreement upon approval by the town attorney. Therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to make payment in the net amount of $22,600 to JCEO, and that payment be made payable from the Town of Plattsburgh General Fund. It is further resolved that an executed copy of this agreement is returned to JCEO for their files and the finance manager be given a copy.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Mastick, is there a second?
Second.
Isabella, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Resolution 39, agreement with Troy and Banks.
Whereas it is important to determine the accuracy of franchise fees remitted to the Town of Plattsburgh, and whereas the firm Troy Banks Inc. would like to enter into an agreement to examine the records of the Town of Plattsburgh television cable provider in accordance with the applicable provision of the franchise ordinance, therefore be it resolved that the Town Board approve the retaining of the firm Troy Banks Inc. to examine said records, and that the supervisor is authorized to execute the attached agreement on behalf of the Town of Plattsburgh. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Leslie, is there a second?
Second?
Second discussion, seeing none, all those in favor please say aye.
Aye.
Carries. Knowing no need for an executive session this evening, I would accept the motion to adjourn this meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
6:09. Have a good night, folks. Stay warm, stay safe.
Oh, okay.